I just had the simplest thought that I want to cultivate relationships with a family and a community of people that are not built to abandon or to betray each other, who are built to take responsibility within themselves, who are built to grow, who are built to look for blind spots. Something I'm so amazed by, I was just sharing this with a friend, is that I can live my entire life, I can live all of my adult life with the intention of growing somehow, consuming knowledge, living experiences, opening up, facing my shit, trying to take responsibility within myself, feeling what I feel, doing all the work. And yet every freaking day I have some sort of surprise experience that I'm like, holy shit, I didn't see that coming. And I didn't know that I affected that person that way, or they affected me that way, or I didn't know I felt that way. And I'm realizing that my body is telling me how I perceive the present moment of my life in the context of everything I've ever learned and everything I've ever been attached to. My body is just full of programs and memories and pulses that are triggered by my daily life experience, and I am blown away. It humbles me, and it actually makes me really excited to share more with people. That if you're the type of person that really lives your life with intention, and you really live your life with the intention of growing and being honest and building relationships within a tribe of, love and honesty and strength and courage and practice, then it's always just mind-blowing when you experience something that just you didn't expect, you didn't see coming, you didn't know was there. It makes me humble, it makes me excited. What's amazing is I'm learning to be excited in my fuck-ups because I'm in a tribe of people that love me in my fuck-ups. And they encourage me to grow through it. And they are not going to abandon me or betray me just because I tell them I fucked up. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that what we hope for in our life and in our communities and our tribes? I realized in talking to a really good friend of mine recently, just how much we are driven in fear because of our fear of betrayal or abandonment, because we've all experienced some form of that in the course of our lives, regardless of who we are or what body we're walking around in. We've all had an experience of betrayal or abandonment or abuse or manipulation. And when you have an experience of cultivating and seeking out and participating in relationships where you know that if you have an intention to grow, even if you suck at growing, even if you keep fucking up, if you have an intention of growing and you're trying to learn from your lessons and your mistakes, then you get excited about growing, and you're willing to dive into life, and you're willing to have life be a teacher. And instead of like, oh man, I hope I don't make mistakes, I hope someone doesn't betray me, I hope someone doesn't abandon me, I hope someone doesn't judge me, I hope I don't fuck up and get laughed at or judged or excommunicated or betrayed or abandoned. When you get to dive into a community of people where you get to just be your open, honest self, and when you make a mistake, they're like, hey buddy, let's grow through it together. It sets you free. It allows you to thrive. It allows you to grow. It allows you to take risks. It allows you to look deeper within yourself and to just start laughing at the crazy person that I inevitably am and you inevitably are as well. And we can just do that together. When I do have an experience of being overtly betrayed or abandoned or judged, or, when someone is deeply attached to their own way of coping with their trauma or their agenda, if it's conscious, when someone is really attached to that, and I experience a real assault of sorts on what I perceive to be sovereign in my life and important, then I need to step back and I need to observe that. And that's where I need to be strong in my boundaries, in my words, in my boundaries. That's where we as a group of people doing that from the inside out, have to be mindful of people and entities and organizations who act from a place of consciously utilizing your attachments to your labels and ideas and stories and political parties and ideas and beliefs as a tool to manipulate, use, and abuse you, to separate and divide all of us and make us part of some groups that are going to fight with each other, and inevitably that feeds power. So I just want to be part of a community of people who are locking arms together from a place of deliberate, courageous, willing, disciplined practice and love and courage. Inevitably, a willingness to grow through shit, no matter what. No betrayal, no abandonment, no judgment, no excommunication, no minimizing, no using and abusing, just being in a family of people who want to grow together. That is why I'm sharing in this magic box, is just sharing my experience of being alive, sharing my experience of being a father, sharing my experience of being a single father, sharing my experience of being a daddy father, sharing my experience of being a psychologist, sharing my experience of being a person alive on this world and living in this time and trying to navigate this crazy thing that we're all participating in and co-creating together. And if anything, this is me working through my learned helplessness. This is me working through my perceived powerlessness. And yes, I'm saying that from within this body. This is me just speaking out loud from my place of being, navigating my life, navigating the lessons of my life, navigating my experience, navigating. And I feel increasingly that if I am open in my heart, I feel inspired to simply connect with people that I know I'm in a community with. I know there's a lot of people that watch this that are in a community that are in my community that I love. And I get to connect with you in the jiu-jitsu mats or in the therapy room or in my family or in all the veterans community and so many different wonderful communities that I am now gifted with and privileged to be a part of. All of a sudden it snuck up on me. Like everything I ever asked for is right here. I get to be a community. I asked for this so many times over the years. I get to be a part of a community of people who are sitting in a circle of compassion and courage and love and honesty and strength. We are creating and connecting from that place, and I'm so happy to be a part of this community if you're watching and listening to this. And that is why I'm doing this, because I don't want to be in a place of helplessness and aloneness and separation and division and being afraid that I might say or do something that you might reject me for or judge me for or abandon me for or all the shit. You might throw your shit on me and I might, get all sticky in it and feel hurt by you. So I don't want to live from that place. And so many of us are afraid that may happen to us, but I know a lot of wonderful, inspired people. I know a lot of wonderful, inspired people, and I love to hear their voice. I love to hear their own experience of how they're walking around in their body and living their lives, because I learn from that. That's the community I get to be a part of. So thankful for that, and I just want to share that with you in the moment.